to Taylor on first down.
It is up.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ooh, they got an injury time. YouTube. Yeah.
And 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Richardson.
That's my fault. Ah. There it goes. Finally popped the fuck up after I threw the damn end of.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys. Because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just...
There he goes, right side. Powering through at the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Yep.
Get 17 more on that one.
Anybody watching my stream, yo?
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender.
I posted in the group me and shit. I was trying to see was my voice on that John, but yeah, it's on there.
Now it's 2nd and 6.
It's in the group me.
Richardson looking to throw. Holding the pressure right. And this is well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game.
West Philly Mike 38.
But that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Flush to his right.
Touchdown. Let's go. Let me fix my streaming settings. Trying to stream without my voice on it, cause here we go. Include party audio.
Hit the PS button and go to hit the little mic right there where it show like how many people watching. Hit the little mic and then take your
I see you right now.
Take your mic off of it.
Okay, my nigga got the glasses on in his photo. See you, big dog.
Hey, you see me? You see me? I think I took my voice off that job. I don't know. Oh well.
First, an ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe.
Damn, Ben Jones.
Part of the game.
How you get hit on that?
Teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Threw a pick already and shit. I was trying to put the stream up. Sorry as hell. I'm playing Houston Oilers.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
Yeah, my voice on that shit drunk. I'm about to go on mute though.
I just hit the PS button and go to the it show like how many people watching your screen. And hit the little microphone switch. It's gonna take the voice off.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. But you look at this defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Levis to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stopped up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. Again, it's Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
running from the gun with Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Henry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. First and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down and inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the move to his left. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Right there, baby.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out loud, and this is Henry with a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. All right, 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Richardson back to throw it. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Richardson looking to throw this. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Henry up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He dumps it off for Henry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Richardson on 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a 2nd and 2.
straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Levis from his own end zone. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. 2nd down and 8. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun again to Spears. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Spears on 2nd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Levis. And his throw here's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Oh, now he lost the football. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They set up the screen for Henry. A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Nick Cross. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Traylon Burks from 17 yards out. And the Oilers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. And touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Levis on 3rd down. And he overshot it there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as
Derrick Henry all alone. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 125 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. For a left side complete. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
On third down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on fourth down.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And you just had the feeling when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. Gay's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back up beat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes.